Hey, y'all, this is Daquan Hampton, 6'4", 230 pounds, wide receiver from USC, former Saints. You know, I'm coming to the fleet to get ready to go. You feel me? It's time to get cracking. It's that time. It's time to get W. You know how we do. That's how we going to represent San Diego. We're going to do it right. Y'all going to like it. So, we'll get it popping.
All right, Smithy, we are podcasting.
That was one heck of an intro.
That was one heck of an intro. Of course, we are the Shipyard. I am Joe Van Awesome Van Dawson. This, of course, is Brian Smithy Smith.
Good morning.
Presented by the Beard Club. We forgot to ask Megaquan about his beard.
Call him back.
We're going to call him back.
All right, hold on.
Oh, so we have some great things for you guys today on the show. Of course, we interviewed Megaquan.
Daquan Hampton.
Smith, you know, let's just get right into this interview. I don't think there's any point in delaying.
No, let's do it.
All right, we're going to roll it.
Cue it up.
Right now. Daquan, thanks for joining us. How was your Thanksgiving?
Oh, my Thanksgiving, it was good. You know, I got that good grubbing going on. The mac and cheese, black-eyed peas with the grains.
Oh, nice.
That was some good, you feel me? The nice toasted muffin bread, fire, all that good stuff, you know what I mean?
Man,
how about y'all? Y'all was good?
That sounds fantastic. Yeah, my girlfriend made me mac and cheese today, actually, so I'm pretty happy myself.
Ooh, I got leftovers in the fridge. I'm about to get on that right after this call's over.
All right, that was the end of the interview.
That was great. That was like an awesome inaugural interview for us.
Yeah, he had leftovers to get to, so we didn't want to take up any of his time.
I don't want to get away with his Thanksgiving leftovers.
No, of course we are being obnoxious right now, and the full actual interview will be coming a little bit later in the episode.
Stay tuned.
So stay tuned. It is Thanksgiving weekend. Smithy, how was your Thanksgiving?
It was pretty good.
Great, me too. Moving on.
All right.
Fleet news of the week.
Yes. We do have some news.
Smith, we got our own seating code.
We do.
Now, we'll put the website that you go to get season tickets in the show notes so you can go that way. But once you get to the website, we have a code now that will give you the opportunity to sit in our section.
Known as the Shipyard.
Wait, I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Wait, is it known as?
The Shipyard.
That's right. So the Shipyard is, of course, going to be the place to be on game day.
Exactly. It's going to be where you're going to want to be whenever you go to a game.
We'll be handing out crisp fives. It's going to be great. There's going to be a tailgating experience, I think.
There's going to be...
We haven't really talked about it, but we're definitely going to watch some football. We'll be part of it.
Some of it, yeah.
But yeah, go to the website, enter in SD Shipyard 19, and that will give you the option to sit in our section, and we'll see you there. Now, other big news is, of course,
on the 27th, right?
On the 27th of this month, the uniforms are being revealed.
Yes, in downtown San Diego.
BarleyMash Restaurant on 5th Street. So if you have not heard, it's been announced everywhere, but if you have not heard yet, that's when the uniforms are going to be revealed. We will be there. Cameras are rolling.
To record our excitement or dismay.
Yeah, I am hoping it is excitement and not dismay. I'm nervous.
I am too. Please get this right.
Oh, I'm nervous. Oh, but Smith.
Yeah.
Dan Goldfarb, one of the designers.
Right.
He actually sent me a note on Twitter the other day.
Was it a inspiring note?
Yeah, he just said that he loved our enthusiasm and that he, quote, could not wait for the fans to see the uniforms. So that's encouraging.
Well, that is a good sign.
Yeah. And he's seen my mock-ups and everything. So I think hopefully, listen, I'm not tooting my own horn or anything, but my mock-ups are awesome.
I'm hoping inspiration inspires them.
I need to be able to put my... how do I say this? No. My what am I trying to say? I need to put aside my own bias towards my own design aesthetic.
Oh boy. That's gonna be hard.
And hope that it, just because it doesn't look exactly like what I've made, that I give it a fair shot.
Don't be upset if it doesn't quite follow what you have in mind.
I'll be happy if it's just not highlighter yellow head to toe.
Oh, boy.
Because you saw the Monday night game.
Yeah, and I think that's why they scored just like, what is it, like 300 points in a
We're
game?
talking about the Rams color rush uniforms, and I'm pretty sure that those uniforms blinded both defenses. And pretty much allowed the highest scoring Monday night football game of all time to occur.
I believe it.
Well, if anything, if it is highlighter yellow from head to toe, at least it might be just exciting football all the time because there will be no defense because people
one shootout after another.
All right. Well, we are excited. Of course, we will be there, and we hope to see you there. Spiffy, it's my favorite time of the week, and that, of course, is it's time to award the Mike Martz, Uncle Mike's Chris 5 of the week.
I can't wait to hear who the winner is.
It is 2 people this week.
Oh. So do we have to give out 2 Chris 5s?
No,
or can they split
absolutely not. They will be splitting 1 Chris 5.
2.5 each.
2.5 crispy dollars a pop.
Nice.
We are awarding the Chris 5 of the week this week to our arch nemesis?
I don't know if I'd call him that.
Maybe not. These guys actually ended up being pretty cool, although I think we were gearing up to call them our arch nemesis at one point. But it is the Fleet Speak podcast.
Yes.
They are the other fleet-based podcast.
Headquartered in the beautiful Pacific Northwest, by the way, in Portland, Oregon.
That's right. So I actually ended up calling their hotline this week.
Whoa. They have a hotline?
They do.
I didn't know that.
Well, I called it.
I want to call it.
You should call it. Call it next week.
I'm going to call it next week. So be prepared.
All right. Fleet Speak, you're getting another call from Smiffy this time next week. I will give you this bit of advice is it's not one of those recordings that you can record it and then review it and then submit it.
What is this,
submit
1989?
Yeah. You record it and that's it. It's done. So plan your words wisely.
I'll write it down.
Luckily, I was somewhat coherent and it made it onto their show and they answered the questions and just go check it out. We'll actually play. It took a turn at the end there. Smith.
Oh.
Yeah. It was all nice. Everyone was nice until the end when Fleet Speak podcast decided to kind of throw down a little bit.
Oh, really?
Yeah. In fact, I'm just going to play the audio. I'm going to play the audio right now.
Here
we go.
If you have not yet, please go check out their podcast. It's fantastic. And I will say this. You have to understand, this show is better than that show in every way.
Oh, man.
Except one.
What?
Those guys do killer graphic work. It is really super impressive. As a guy who can't draw a circle, as a guy who can't draw a straight line, as a guy who can never color inside the lines ever.
And my stuff is like, it's
hard. Drawing stuff is really hard.
I'm not good. I mean,
So, Smiffy, I believe the Fleet Speak fellas are throwing down right now.
I heard the gauntlet hit the ground.
I will say this. Our show is better in every way, except for one.
Do tell.
They're breaking down all of the positions, player by player, position by position, which is fantastic because why?
Well,
because that means we don't have to do it. So we do thank you guys very much for biting the bullet and doing the hard work in the podcast-osphere of the fleet so far. Whereas
slogging up the hill in knee-deep snow and player breakdowns.
Whereas Smiffy and I are just kind of over here like, woo, football, woohoo,
throw it to me.
So yeah, Smiffy, our show is clearly better than their show in every single way except for one, which is, of course, the football content contained within the podcast.
Bar none, ours is much, much better.
But no, in all honesty, these are great guys. Check them out. Fleet Speak Pod, they're doing a lot of great work over there. We really, really wanted to dislike these guys, but it's impossible.
I can't do it.
Can't do it. The reason was we thought we were clearly the first and only podcast when we had this idea out of the blue.
Right.
And then we went to Twitter to validate whether or not we're the first and only. And we found this Twitter account, which was not yet released an episode, but was calling themselves a fleet-based podcast. So
we're like, wait a second.
Wait a minute. Portland.
Is that just outside of San Diego?
Yeah. But technically, Smith, we did come out with our episode first.
We did. What, by a few hours?
I think about 7 hours.
Okay.
So if you were a Fleet fan, just chomping at the bit for some podcast content that first day.
It was just a deluge
Yeah.
of Fleet podcast.
That's right. Nothing quite like it. But we do have our very first interview, of course, with Daquan Hampton, and
I'm excited.
I'm very excited about this interview. We're going to go ahead and get right to that now.
Let's do it. Let's see what he has to say.
Better be good.
I know. We're never, ever doing interviews again. Just kidding.
No, we are. Please, guys, if you want to.
Don't. No.
Oh. So without any further ado, here is the San Diego Fleet's wide receiver, Daquan Hampton. All right. It's a mac and cheese party after the show.
Yeah.
All right. So, Daquan, man, we really want to thank you for being on the show. We're really excited to be talking to you. This is, of course, the interview right now. So I just wanted to first talk a little bit about your time in college and what led you to where you are now, because you had some monster numbers at Long Beach City.
Yeah.
Came out of there as the number 2 wide receiver prospect in the nation. And then you got, of course, signed with USC. So tell us a little bit about what that process was like, kind of going from a junior college and pursuing, your dream of getting to a major program. And
Okay. So first of all, for me to be able to do and perform how I did in JUCO was kind of a surprise. Me or my mentor didn't expect it at all, because for one, out of high school, I was playing tight end, tackle, DN, and I was in a wing T formation. So I never was a really real receiver until I got to junior college. So just a matter of time of me just taking it serious. I just became a wideout and just, use my talented gifts to, make me perform well. So just while through that first year, mainly my first season, freshman year, it got SC's attention. I had to stay for my second year because I wasn't a qualifier. I didn't take the test. So that led to that, and they offered me in March after my freshman season. And from there, I committed probably 2 weeks after that.
Wow, that's awesome.
And I just stayed committed until then. So transition, I really didn't know much about football. All it was just a guy just out here playing the game. I didn't know certain teams. I didn't know certain logos. I was just asking my coach, like, hey, who's that?
Who we playing this week? That's awesome.
Yeah. I really had a lot of knowledge about football. So really the process, I kind of was helped a lot with my mentor on where to go, because just how I did well. They was going to say you were going to have a lot of options. So, and SC was looking like one of those options.
Well, that's awesome, man. So it sounds kind of like your time at USC kind of became where you really learned about football, and were probably gained a lot from practicing with the group and being on that squad all the way up until you actually got shots with the Lions and the Saints.
Yeah. So when I got to SC, Coach T. Martin was a wide receiver coach, but since the fact that he played quarterback, he kind of boosted my IQ a lot. He showed me coverages, taught me like what the quarterback looks for. So it helped a lot, because I went in there kind of, like I said, not really knowing a lot. I'm just a guy that just could do this and that. So it taught me a lot, and just being around a group of other athletic people just made me just make sure I play at a high level all the time, because you got a school at like SC or any other school where it's like a lot of top dudes there, you want to perform, because you don't want to be getting clowned when you get back in the locker room. So
well, when
it
you
was
got
just a
out
thing
there,
just to play at that intensity every time,
Yeah, well, you definitely showed it a few times. I mean, the game against UCLA, those highlights and those touchdowns were pretty incredible. Going up high to bring those down. So we're looking forward to seeing some of that in San Diego. That's for sure.
Definitely. Yeah, I was just a dude just waiting. Just had to stay ready. That's all I could do. And, hey, I'm ready.
Awesome.
And that time came. So yeah.
So how did the AAF first kind of get in contact with you, and what was the process like for you getting involved with the AAF?
So technically, after my draft year, free agent got picked up by the Lions. then didn't stay there and got picked up by the Saints, didn't stay there. So my second time around, as I'm training again to give it another shot, I just heard my agent just mentioned it. Yeah, the AAF team, they might make a possible new league. And I was like, oh, that would be dope. And then didn't really think about it, wasn't hearing about it for a while. Then towards like midsummer, my friends just in group chat like, yo, they starting this new league, da-da-da-da-da. Like, they got combines coming up. And I'm just like, okay. I'm like, I gotta register for one of these combines. And there was one out here in LA. So when I tried to do that, I talked to my agent first, like, hey, I seen the requirements on what they're looking for, already experienced NFL guys. I'm like, would I have to do this combine? So, you know, she did her job, did her thing, and hit me back, was like, hey, you may not have to do the combine, you just go straight to camp. And I'm like, oh, that's dope. So, and then the next morning, I look at my email, and I see the contract. I'm like, oh, I ain't wasting no time.
Well,
You sign this right now. So that's just how it happened.
That's awesome, man. That sounds relatively easy.
so like from 0 to 100
that's a
overnight.
blessing right there.
Yeah, I know. But if you look in the grand scheme of things, I mean, how much time you've put in and how much sacrifice you've made and going on to the Lions and the Saints and all that work, you know, it's really not that easy. You put in plenty of work to get that contract. So
Yeah. So I'm very thankful for it.
So have you had any communications much with the coaching staff, you know, from Coach Martz to actually anybody on the coaching staff?
I haven't met anybody yet, so I'm gonna meet them like everybody else is when we check in for minicamp on the 10th. So
yeah, we as fans have had, you know, very limited information. So as well, it's been the kind of the AAF
they're not alone. You know, some of us players, we don't know everything yet, so we're just going by email, check our emails, see if we get something, and then we know something. I know we're gonna know more after these 3-4 days that we're out there. So
nice. Cool.
You know, they're not the only ones.
Is that check-in down here in San Diego, or is that out in San Antonio?
It's in San Diego.
Oh, okay, cool.
Have you been to the
physicals and all that? You know, just the norm.
Have you been to the stadium yet down here?
What's it called?
It's a Jack Murph Quam SDCCU Stadium.
Cromwell, right?
Yes.
No, it's gone through a whole bunch of name changes. Right now, it's called SDCCU Stadium.
San Diego.
Okay, yeah.
Credit Union.
Where SDSU play? Yeah, I've been there. For the Holiday Bowl, my junior year at SC, we played against Wisconsin, so I've been there already.
Nice. Oh,
you know, it's a nice stadium. Very nice. You know, has a lot of history to it. I like it.
Yeah, well, we're looking forward to it. I think it's going to be really fun seeing you guys play down there. We're, you know, one of our main goals is to just get those seats as packed as possible to support you guys and kind of bring football back to San Diego. This town is really excited about it, so we're looking forward to that. And now next Tuesday, they're actually unveiling the uniforms.
Yeah, I heard.
You know, I'm excited about, because actually the way we got in contact was I made some mock-ups and I put them on Instagram. And of course I used the number that you hate, but I used you and Darius Rogers in the mock-up just because I was excited you guys were coming to town. And that's how we ended up starting talking. So I kind of wanted to talk to you a little bit about like what are you hoping to see? Do you like the Rams head to toe yellow thing, or you want kind of that gray, or what are you looking to see in the uniforms coming out?
So for one, my favorite NFL team is the Pittsburgh Steelers. So the black and yellow is cold to me regardless.
Yeah.
So I can see that there's some gray in it. I don't mind, but I just hope they got some like black unis with it. That would be dope, with some yellow gray mix. I don't know. I know every team has white in it.
Yeah,
but
cool.
the head to toe yellow, I mean, it could look sweet. Depends on how they design it. But if they do some black and yellow, gray and yellow, or gray and black with some yellow outline, that would look vicious.
Yeah,
that would look good.
I mean, hey, we're gonna have to wait to see. But I like the colors this period what the Fleet team has, so I don't think it will be bad.
Yeah, I agree. I think we've got the best kind of color scheme in the league.
Definitely. Yeah, the color scheme is dope. So
yeah, I'm excited.
You know, yeah, me too.
So while we're talking about numbers, I know I used the number 89 for you, and that actually, obviously your number was 13 is the one you prefer, but as you alluded to, you used to play tight end, and we were talking earlier, and you said that you may be maybe looking for an opportunity potentially to go down that road. Can you talk a little bit about that? If you see AAF as a possibility to kind of explore maybe going back to the tight end position with your size and everything?
So, I mean, last time I played tight end was in high school. So, with my size now, yes, I am open to it. If the AAF decides to move me to tight end, I'm not going to argue. I'm very open to it. I don't mind because I know that I have the size and I know I'm able to run with it. Like, for instance, when I was with the Saints, the heaviest I was 235, and they had me at gunner on punt. So it didn't even faze me, because I kind of been playing around with the weight for a while now. Like, I finished SC 231 pounds my senior year, so I'm not fazed by the weight, and I'm able to put on weight easily as I can lose it as well. So if they want to decide to do that, I'm all open for it, but I'm going to let them make that decision depending on what they see from me or out of me or what they want to do with me,
Yeah.
So, because right now, I can't. My main position is wide out. That's the most experience I have with. And for me to say, hey, I want to play tight end, it's just like, well, we know you don't play wide out. So, like I said, it's up to them if they want to make that decision or not. Well, bulk me up, and I'll be all for it though, because I honestly, I wouldn't mind. I would like it, And my coach already saying they're gonna move you to tight end. My friends are saying it. I'm just like, all right, if they do it, they do it. If they don't, then they don't. I'm with whatever. I could play both. Like, tight end is just a bigger dude running routes.
That's right.
That's not,
Exactly.
So
now, are you?
It's up to them.
We've seen you listed at 6'4" and 6'5". Are you 6'4" or are you 6'5"? Like, I've seen it listed both ways. 6'4".
I'm 6'4". Okay, I'm not 6'5".
The way the position has evolved, like, in the last 10 years too. It's like having a guy like you with your skills and your vertical and getting in there at tight end, I think you could really do some damage in there. But
that's why a lot of my people I know be saying that, because just like you said, how it evolves. They really don't have big 280-pound tight ends blocking all the time. They got them flexed out right by the lineman running the route.
Yep.
And I know I can do that, and I know that I can do it with the weight. So, the way tight ends are now, me moving a tight end will fit perfectly. So, but that's on them. I'm gonna let them decide that and whatever they want to do with me. I'm just here to play.
Awesome. Well, we really like hearing that. And for those of you who didn't see it, the AAF put out a video with you and Darius Rogers,
my boy D-Raj,
which was really cool. It certainly got us super excited to have you and D-Raj come down and play for us. What was it like getting such a ringing endorsement from the league and feature like that?
We had a lot of fun making it. It was straight clowning. So the video actually came out good. I liked it. He liked it too as well. So it was like, that's love right there. We appreciate it a lot. Like that, man. Like, thank you. Yeah, so kind of has an even more turn. Like, yo, we about to go have fun and do our thing, like we just do. And I'm just like, already all day. Because I appreciate the love for real.
Oh, that's great, man. We're excited. We think this league's going to be a whole lot of fun. You seem like a really exciting player. We're looking forward to watching you down here. Game week 1, of course, is with our main rivals that we know nothing about so far. But we do know one thing, and that is that they are our rivals.
And we've been talking about San Antonio, right?
San Antonio. We've been kind of having fun with them. The team themselves has actually been engaging with us a little bit in this, drumming up this rivalry. So I know I don't want to put you on the spot, but if you had any bulletin board material for him come week 1.
Hey, just like any other rivalry game in different, like college, whatever, it's the same old. You want to make it a rivalry? Okay, that's cool. I'm going to come play. You just make sure you come play, too. We ain't no friends. I don't care if you the homie. We not homies. None of that. I'm here to play.
That's the way it should be.
Hey, come with it. That's all I got to say about that. Just come with it.
Absolutely.
You want to make it a rivalry, better come ready.
Yes.
That's right.
Because I'm quite sure our team, the fleet, will come ready.
Without
Talking about some rivalry, we don't take that
Without
lightly.
a doubt. That's right.
We like that.
You hear that, San Antonio?
We like that.
We like that.
Yeah.
That's great. That's great. No, we are definitely looking forward to you on the field, lighting up the scoreboard. Do you have anything you want to say to the fans out there? You know, hey, come see us, anything like that?
Hey, all I got to say to those fans is that you guys will love what the San Diego Fleas has to offer. You know, you have great talented players coming your way, real exciting players, you know, players that can entertain you, players that could do some spectacular things. So please come and watch. You won't be disappointed.
Awesome. That is awesome.
Thanks so much again, Daquan. We really appreciate you taking time out of your holiday weekend. And, man, we can't wait for you to get down here. So we'll be there cheering you on every single week.
Yes, sir. No problem.
Yeah.
Keep it up. I like what y'all doing.
Well, that was an awesome interview.
I agree. I think that was a pretty good first interview for us.
I am impressed with us.
Me too.
Not
Same with Daquan. I'm impressed with him as well.
Daquan, yes. Also impressed with Daquan, but mostly us.
Mostly us.
No, not at all. Daquan, thank you again so much. Anytime you want to come onto the show, let us know. You are always welcome. We will be rooting for you enthusiastically throughout the entire season. So best of luck, and can't wait to see what you got for us.
Me too.
Always coming with the hot commentary, Smithy.
That's what I'm here for, man. I'm the color guy.
All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up for the show this
Now
week.
here's a podcast.
Son of a... What a way to end the show, just getting Collinsworth by Smithy.
Hey, man, you set it up.
Thanks for tuning into the show. We are the Shipyard, presented by the Beard...
The Beard Club.
We are never going to get this episode finished.
Just because it is
This
ending.
is the 20th time I've tried to record this ending. I hope you appreciate us, the Beard
The
Club.
Beard Club.
We are the Shipyard, presented by thebeardclub.com. Go on over to thebeardclub.com/best-deal-ever for fantastic deals on top-of-the-line beard care products.
And you better hurry because this month is almost over.
You better get that space filled on your face.
Yes, because nobody likes space on your face.
Thanks for tuning in. We are the Shipyard. Find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all of those things at the Shipyard SD. We, of course, are the boys at the yard. Our milkshakes are better than yours. Smithy.
Damn right they are.
That was intense.
That was my Clint Eastwood.
Well, I'm very convinced that your milkshake is better than mine right now.
You're damn right it is.
It's that time. It's time to get W. You know how we do. That's how we going to represent San Diego. We're going to do it right. Y'all going to like. So let's get it popping.
All right. Mega Quan.
Kind of smooth at the end. I like that.
Yes.